The Browns massacred the Texans this afternoon, 10-7, and we're now 6-3. And there's a few things I want to talk about. There's some things I loved about this game. There's things I was like, whatever. Let's talk about it. Nick Chubb is fucking back. He is so fucking back. There was times where he was getting stopped by the line, and that's going to happen. You're going to be a little rusty, but there were some great things out of Nick Chubb. He scored a touchdown, the only touchdown of the day for the Browns. And that last run at the end of the game was just great for his confidence, and I'm so sorry if you took Browns minus 3.5, 4, 4.5, whatever. I am so fucking sorry. He pulled a Todd Gurley. And people are kind of shitting on him online for that, and I get it. If you lose your bet, you're going to be upset. I've been upset. I've been there before. But it was smart. We iced the game because of it. I mean, the only smarter play would have been to stay inbounds and go down, but he went out of bounds. We went victory formation. Game was over. It was fucking smart. Don't shit on the guy. Kareem Hunt looked amazing, too. He had over 100 yards as well. He didn't get enough credit just because I think it was overshadowed that Nick Chubb returned and he played really well. But Kareem Hunt looked amazing. It seemed like every time we gave him the ball was a first down, like every single time. The run game looked amazing today, and I think a big reason because of that is because of Wyatt Teller. I know Nick Chubb's also a huge reason as well, but Wyatt Teller brings so much to the offensive line. He's one of the best offensive linemen in the league, and him being back definitely showed. Baker looked all right today, but I will say those conditions didn't help at all. I think it was really hard to throw the ball, hence why we ran the ball so many times. This game was so fucking short. This game started a half an hour later than all the other games, and we finished before a lot of the 1 o'clock games. So we're just running the fucking ball because of those conditions. Like Deshaun Watson, besides that one drive Deshaun Watson looked really good. I feel like him and Baker looked almost the same. And I think it's because of the conditions. Now let's talk about our defense. I think our defense played alright today. I know a lot of that has to do with the conditions, and it was hard to move the ball in general because how fucking windy it was. But I think when you limit Deshaun Watson to only 7 points, that's something you should be happy about and give some credit for. I mean, Myles Garrett looks unbelievable. He is so important to this defense. He really elevates it. Myles Garrett's presence is something that we can't replicate. He's so fucking good, Defensive Player of the Year, for sure. I still have concerns with our defense because there were times it felt like we couldn't stop them. And I know we only let them score 7 points, but it seemed like there was times where just driving. And like I said, I feel like the weather conditions are a big reason why it was hard for any offense to get moving. I still want to give the defense credit, but like I said, I think the weather conditions had a huge factor in all this. I mean, it's just like the Raiders game. The conditions have been fucking awful in Cleveland, but that's really not a surprise. But yeah, our run game looked amazing today. Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb both had over 100 yards. That was going to happen because of these conditions. We're going to run the ball a lot, and we did it so effectively because Nick Chubb being back, Kareem Hunt playing unreal, and obviously Wyatt Teller being back. But besides Deshaun Watson and the receivers, I feel like the Texans are really shitty, so I wish we could have beat the shit out of them. Only winning by 3 and only scoring 10 points to the Texans defense is not very good is a little alarming. But like I said a bunch of times before, a lot of that has to do with the weather conditions. There's a lot of things I liked about this game. The only concerns were I wish we could have dominated them a little bit more. But hey, a win's a win. We're 6-3. We're 6-3. We play the Eagles next week. Fuck you, Tim. And they just lost to the Giants. We need to win that game because the Eagles do not look good. And personal reasons. Fuck you, Tim. If we beat the Eagles, that's a 2-game winning streak going into this really easy schedule, being 7-3. And right now, the AFC wildcard race looks pretty fucking crazy. It's actually stressful. The Raiders and the Dolphins are playing right now, so I have no idea what's going on with those games. But we really need them to start losing because it's going to be close. It's going to be really fucking close for that 7th spot and possibly 8. I think if a game doesn't get played, that means there's going to be an 8th team. But I'm just saying, it's going to be really fucking close. Let's start winning these easy games, and let's make it to the playoffs. Let's fucking do it. But for this game, I'm really happy we won. I'm happy we're 6-3. I'm glad Wyatt Teller, Nick Chubb are back. Our running game's fucking back. And I'm so sorry if you took Browns minus 4. I really am. So the Browns versus the Texans. Let me know what you guys thought of the game. Thank you so much for watching. Click here to see more of Dave's Takes.